Hello, my name is Liam Neely, and this code turns MIDI data into visuals. So how the code works is I'm using a feedback loop here, which just takes every single frame and then puts it back into the code again and repeats it over and over again. What the code does is it's a bunch of circles flowing in a what looks like random pattern, but it actually does have like a set path that it follows. But if from a zoomed in perspective, it looks completely random. And whenever I turn the feedback loop on, you can see it's very laggy right now because my computer's not great. But you can see how it creates kind of like this abstract line snake type motion type thing. And if I were to zoom out, you can see that they're all over the screen, but it's just a zoomed in version right at the center, so that you kind of get more of a random looking effect. Then if we take a closer look at it and we zoom in a tiny bit, you can see that I have pictures of monkeys in every single object because for this code I used a ambient music making code that it took the picture of a monkey and then turned that into music. And so I thought I would put that image right back into the code to get a better representation for the music. And then it's always changing from a red and a blue color. So I just have it set at a little counter that goes between 2 points, and that's just changing between changing the red values and changing the blue values. So once it hits the max red value, then it will get rid of all of the red until it goes back to 0, and then change the blue. And then once the blue's done, it'll go back to the red. And it's a back and forth type motion, so that you kind of get like a cool fading color change through each frame. And then this works with MIDI data. And so for the MIDI data thing, I just have this small bit of code here that takes in MIDI data and then takes the velocity of it, so that whenever I hit it, it increases the size of each of the objects so that it looks like it's coming forward. I could have just changed the position of it, but I decided that they'd have the same effect, and I had already written the code to just change the size of it. So I decided not to change it because it didn't change anything. So what it does is it takes the velocity and then it smoothly slides between its default value and this new value. And whenever I let go, it will realize there's no more pressure put down on the key, so turn it back to its default position. And that is everything about this code. Thanks for listening.